Not sure who's doing Life's a Picture on Saturday because Mark Murphy, I know, because I'm dragging him away for a long weekend. So someone else will be in the chair.
Lesley Dolphin on BBC Radio Suffolk.
Yeah, here we are with you through till 5. Foz with you for drive time between 5 and 7 o'clock now. Since we last spoke to Adrian Rawlinson, he cycled a mere 315 miles. He went from Newcastle to London in under 24 hours, and he did manage it, raising money for St Elizabeth Hospice, inspired to take part after his sister died of cancer and was looked after by her local hospice. And he's on the phone, which means I can't see if you're still standing in an awkward way or if you've managed to get over that saddle soreness, Adrian.
I'm absolutely fine, thank you, Leslie. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And I gather the weather didn't play ball with you.
It was horrible. Of 700 people who started the ride, only 400 completed the full distance. So they've never, ever had anything like it. We watched the weather forecast that week and go, oh, it changes. No, it's getting worse. Stop. But it was basically 20 miles an hour winds in our face for the whole 24 hours through Lincolnshire, which is meant to be easy because it was flat. It was gusting at 40 miles an hour, and then occasionally they just threw in torrential rain just to once you dried out, you knew that the next rainstorm was coming. But it was an experience.
Did you all stay together, or did people sort of in the end, did it all just straggle out?
I think I told you when I came on a few weeks ago, I was actually doing it by myself. Although there were 700 people, I wasn't riding with anybody. And it often happens when you do sportives and things like this. You hit the road and hope that you find somebody that is your pace, and that's what we did. So we formed a group of 6 of us, but out of that 6, 2 of them didn't finish. One ended up in hospital in Sleaford.
No.
1 o'clock in the morning. He hit a curb at 1 o'clock in the morning and put his arm through a pedestrian crossing barrier and dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, no.
And then Jerry, another one of the guys that came along, he had to be picked up by the medical team with about 60 miles to go because his knee had just collapsed. Now, this was a guy who was a triathlete. He's very, very fit, but it was just such a constant. Even when it was flat, at times we were having to stand up out of our saddle to pedal. It was. I'm starting to look back with fondness, which is a strange thing because the day after I wasn't.
I was going to say, you said never ever again at the time, and what? And all. Yeah. So how did you just keep yourself going? You must know more about yourself now and those reserves of sort of just sheer grit and determination.
Yeah, I always say I don't have many things going for me, but luckily through the amount of training I did was stamina was one, and I do have a huge abundance of stubbornness, and that was something else that went in my favour. And about 2 o'clock in the morning, I got a text from a friend of mine, a local guy, Matt Hunt, who's an endurance runner, and he just said, "Trust in your training, Adrian." So it was the fact that yes, it was hard, and it was harder than we expected it to be, but I knew that I'd put in at least 2,500 miles of training since I'd signed up for this in March. So I knew that I would get there, whatever. The time went out of the window at one point, but I actually did manage to cross the line in 23 hours and 59 minutes.
That is amazing.
I have photographic proof, but I'd lost all concept of time at that point. So when I saw that, I smiled and laughed in equal measure.
Is it the toughest thing you've ever done then?
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Because you're going constantly, there's no sleep involved. The people who organised it, a company called Action Challenge, the logistics were just amazing. They'd never had to cope with that many people dropping out. So how they actually managed to make the whole event run smoothly, I really don't know. I have to take my hat off to them. They were absolutely amazing.
Well, no, so are you. Well done you for doing it as well.
Thank you.
And did you think of your sister as you were doing it? Did that help?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, as you know, I was doing this to raise money for the St Elizabeth Hospice because Catherine died in her local hospice, and I saw at close quarters how amazing the service is and how we never know when we're going to use them, or need to use them. So yes, I did think of Catherine, and a lot of her friends have been in touch over social media, and everyone's been saying how proud and everything should be, but that's lovely. But knowing that we're doing some good as well. I think I told you as well, I wasn't really going for... I wanted to do this to have something to focus on after Catherine had died. I just knew it would be good for me, physically and mentally, to have something to concentrate on. So I signed up, and I thought I'd set myself a nominal figure of £1,000 to raise. And I say nominal, it's a lot of money, but people were so generous when I cycled from London to Paris last September, raising £3,500. I just really didn't think that I could ask again. But I've already raised nearly another £3,000. So that's stunning now. But as you know, we have this bigger chance to get the hospice £10,000 as well.
Yeah, so explain this, because you've entered the Mountain Warehouse Challenge. And how does this work? So if people vote for you, then you could end up winning more?
Yeah, for £10,000. The Mountain Warehouse, so this is they're a retailer. This is the fourth year that they've done this charity challenge. And basically, they have put up £10,000 prize money. So all that you had to do was be taking part in an outdoor challenge this year. And I was one of 120 people who entered the competition. On August the 20th, it was culled down to the people with the top 10 most votes. I was in second place at that point, but what they also did at that point was they reset all the votes to 0, so we were all starting again. And after a week or so, I'm still in second place. We have a young lady in Stoke-on-Trent who seems to have a very organised bunch of little army of supporters who are driving her votes forward. I was second to her after the first round, and I'm second to her at the moment, but we're determined to track her down. But it's so simple, Lesley. It's free to vote. It's easy to do. And I know people will say something's easy to do when you want them to do it, but this literally takes 30 seconds of somebody's time. All you have to do is go to the Mountain Warehouse website, which is mountainwarehouse.com. On there, you'll see a button that says Charity Challenge. You press that. 10 pictures of the finalists come up, and you'll see me. It says Adrian Rawlinson, Ride 24, and I'm holding a bike above my head by the Eiffel Tower from the ride last year. And if you click there, they just ask you to enter an email address so people can't cheat, so you can't do multiple voting, and then you just confirm that. And it literally does take 30 seconds.
Well, I know that because I did it the other day, so that's fine as well. And it is on my Facebook page about second or third down, so if people want to have a look. Adrian, we're out of time.
Okay,
many congratulations. Good luck as well in getting that extra money. So riding all that distance, especially for St Elizabeth Hospice. If you want to have a look at my Facebook page, just search for my name and you'll find it.